caught me red-handed, creeping with the girl next door.
I'm wearing my Winnie the Pooh pajamas, just so you know. Good morning, guys. Basically, it's been a pretty rough week, to say the least. The past 2 days have been especially heinous. And today it kind of got me thinking. Social media, we typically share, you know, the whole highlight reel thing. We share our glossy, happy moments. But today, I thought I would kind of take you on this journey of the steps I take to make myself feel better. So I'm gonna vlog a bit today and just show you self-care things for when life is really testing me. All right, let's go. The first thing we're gonna do is make a tea because I am stressed and anxious enough. I do not need the caffeine anxiety that coffee gives me this morning. So I'm thinking peppermint tea. I like to use this time in the morning to journal because it allows me to get into a good mindset for the rest of the day. I try to write down things that I'm grateful for, which forces me then to shift my perspective into a more positive one. And if I've been holding in any emotions or feelings, I can write them down and then let them go. It's really nice to have this time without my phone too, so I can be mindful and begin my morning on my own terms rather than thinking about other people and what they're doing. If you don't have that much time, even just writing down 3 things you're grateful for and maybe 3 things you're looking forward to, that can create a world of difference. When I'm feeling overwhelmed or stressed, I try to break down the tasks that I need to get done into smaller, more manageable sections. So having a to-do list is great because it helps kind of give you a sense of achievement, and crossing things off really allows me to breathe a little bit more each time. Here I am trying to make some tax payments online and counting on my hands because I'm a 5-year-old. So obviously the way we look does not determine our self-worth, but it's been proven in psychology that looking your best has a strong connection to feeling confident, capable, and empowered. So I decided to take just a few minutes, throw on some makeup, and enhance my natural beauty, as well as disguise the fact that I haven't been sleeping that well lately. This is also a great time to put on your favorite songs and have a little dance.
As always, this is as good as it's gonna get.
When I'm stressed or down, I love to take Remus Lupin's advice and eat some chocolate because it really does make you feel better. Unfortunately, this product I tried out for the first time was really gross, but chocolate is usually a pretty safe move. You've probably heard the phrase, a clear space is a clear mind, and for me that is definitely true. Something as simple as just making my bed and organizing my room makes me feel a lot calmer and just ready to take on the day. Take that extra 5 minutes, straighten things up, and your mind will feel a lot clearer too. Next up, I am changing into some clothes that bring me joy. For you, that might be something really fancy or nice, but for me, my happiest outfit is just an old t-shirt and comfy overalls. I really resent the Minions for slightly ruining this look for me, but I'm gonna rock it anyway. So just like clearing my bedroom up, doing a bit of housework can also help clear my mind just a little more. I usually take this opportunity to, again, listen to some cool music or a podcast or even an audiobook. If I had a Audible sponsor, this is where it would go. It's also a great chance to chat to my mum on the phone.
And I'm just back at the market now. I've come for a walk myself while he's sleeping, and then I'll go back and then we'll go from there.
Mums always have the best advice, so if you can call yours, definitely give it a try because 9 times out of 10, you'll feel better afterwards. Next, I had to run some errands, so I just head to my local post office to check that off my list. And thankfully, the sun was absolutely beaming outside. Feeling the sunshine on my face just like kicks my mood up about 10,000%. So if you're able to get outside and get some vitamin D, definitely do it. I had planned to treat myself to a nice chai latte at my local cafe. I was going to sit there and read a book, but sadly they were closed. So I just head home and made one for myself. So I've made a chai myself. It's definitely nowhere near cafe standard, but that's just a nice thing I like to do for myself if I have the chance, I guess, because I never really spend money on myself. And I was really ready to fork out that $5 for a chai latte plus 50 cents for the soy milk, but I guess I'm saving money today. I did speak to my mum on the phone earlier, and as always she gave me some great perspective, just reminding me that I'm physically okay, you know. I'm safe, I'm okay, I can handle what is coming. I think at the end of the day, if you have your health, your safety, a roof over your head, I can't complain about much. So I'm just kind of taking this hit. And also I acknowledge that most of the time, life is pretty kind to me. I think the universe is generally good and I feel very lucky and hashtag blessed. So I'm kind of looking at this as like a once a year payment, I guess. I'm like, okay, I'll take this one hit right now of all these horrible things happening, give it to me all at once, get it over and done with, and then I'll move forward. But at the same time, and I know this is so cliche, but it really does put into perspective how lucky we are most of the time, because I think we often don't appreciate the things we have until they're gone. Thank you, Counting Crows / whoever sang that song first.
You don't know what you got till it's gone.
When things go wrong, it does make me appreciate when things are right. So if you have your health right now, if you are financially stable, if your family and friends are all, you know, good, if you're in a good place with all that stuff, be thankful. Express some gratitude for that, because these things are always going to kind of ebb and flow and change. So I think it's important to be grateful when things are going well. Am I going to get comments that my glasses are dirty? Because I know they are. I'm giving myself today to be emotional about this, and then by tomorrow I have to move on. I'm also realizing that I haven't eaten since breakfast and it's 4 o'clock. That's not intentional, obviously. When I get really stressed or anxious or just have a lot of things to do, I kind of sometimes forget to eat, which is not good. Or I'll reach for like little snacks like you saw earlier. So my nutrition has really been suffering lately. I either eat too much and sort of emotionally try and fill that void, or I forget to eat. So comment down below which is your bad eating habit when you're stressed. But yeah, today basically I haven't eaten since breakfast, which was just some toast. And I also haven't drank any water. So I'm gonna fix that now. If I've been anxious, stressed, or depressed, eating well can be really, really hard, and it's one of the first things to sort of fall by the wayside. I try to keep things simple, just get some nutrients into my body and eat things that I really know will make me feel good. Sometimes that's a big veggie salad, sometimes it's popcorn. Today it was popcorn. This is gonna sound like a joke, but I'm 100% serious. In fact, I'm putting my carrot down. So obviously the Jonas Brothers came back last month, and this is the first time I'm mentioning that on my channel, which is kind of a big deal, because if you know me, I was that Jonas Brothers girl at school. And I think their comeback kind of raised my average happiness and well-being and maybe even health status. So if this is where my happiness usually is, the Jonas Brothers coming back gave me a little bit more, so that this week, while it's brought me down, I had a bit of a head start, you know? And so I would just like to thank Nick, Joe, and Kevin for giving me a little bit of extra resistance this past month and probably this whole year. Yeah, thanks. Sorry, Frankie. If you haven't already listened to Sucker or Cool, go and listen to them now. These aren't my favorite songs by the boys by any means, but they're back, and just the potential for new songs and the potential to finally tour Australia after 15 years and multiple world tours, that's enough to make me happy. Finally, one of the most important things I do for my mental health and overall well-being when I need to pick me up is to do something active. Usually I'll go for a walk or a run, but you could swim, hike, dance, play sport, or do anything that gets your heart rate up and gets those endorphins flowing.
Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't shoot their husbands. They just don't.
Before I sign off, I just want to remind you guys of the most important thing, and I think kind of the most vital part of this whole self-care routine, and that is mindset. So allowing yourself to feel whatever you're feeling right now, whether that is sadness, anger, frustration, worry, stress, anxiety, depression, whatever you're going through, tell yourself that it's okay to feel those things, validate and acknowledge them, but let it wash over you like a wave. So feel it, acknowledge it, write it, and then let it go. And most importantly, remind yourself that it will get better and it's not permanent. You know, that famous saying, this too shall pass. So I'm giving myself today to sort of feel sorry for myself, wallow in pity a little bit, and then tomorrow, as soon as I wake up, I'm getting on with my life. Nah, it's fine, take your time.